Right, so hello fellas and welcome to the new series of me tasting some weird stuff. Today it will be smoked pig ears, which is Lithuanian something for beer. And as you might see, the concept has a little bit changed since, I thought since huge amount of Russian-speaking audience is knowing English, while almost none of English-speaking audience knows Russian, so let's dump those Russian language for these videos and let's proceed with English, trying to kill several birds with a single shot. So basically, I would be kind of training my English somewhere aside of working hours, just in normal language, since in Poland you can't, basically you could train your English, but generally you're training your Polish. And what the hell, why not? Polish fellas would be also able to see these videos and know what's happening there, because when I was buying a new motorcycle, I was speaking to Michal that he would be interested in viewing all those previous trips from those motorcycle, but he doesn't know Russian yet, so he would be struggling. So yeah, as I said, today we're having pig smoked hairs. That was a damn big pig, my palm for comparison, and this stuff is being delivered to you with all the hair that pig had, and but it smells really nice though. I've prepared some sauces for this, but generally speaking, as I know, this is being used as a snack for beer, and usually something like mustard is being used. Mustard or different taste of mustard, and horseradish, I think. Shan, yeah. Oh yeah, it's even in English, horseradish. So today we'll taste it with all this, with all of these variations. Yeah, I'm already having some slime. Yeah, so first of all we will be having some honey mustard. Yes, as usual, huge amount of vinegar in it, and by Ukrainian guy standard, it's absolutely not a mustard. It's just something tasty and sweety and vinegary. So the next one would be Sarepska. It is stated that it's really hot, like 3 or 4 hot, but it smells normal. It smells hot, like a hot mustard, but actually it doesn't taste very hot compared to what we're used to in Ukraine. It's a good see. Just eating it with a spoon, without any circumstance, without any, well, how's those words in English? Without any aftermath, I'd say. Yeah, so it has the smell of those really hot mustard, but it actually doesn't. And horseradish. So we'll see which one this is, because sometimes you're facing really hot horseradish, and sometimes it's once again just sweet and really, really nice. So with horseradish I would be a little bit careful. I would just pick a tiny amount. Yeah, this one is spicy. This one is good. And regarding those ears, as I said, my wife just chopped them, stripped with, I don't know, shaved them or did something with that, so they're not that hairy. And this bowl was marinated for 2 days, I think. Today's Sunday, and it's finally a sunny day in Warsaw, which is being observed really rarely this time in winter. And the second bowl is with soy sauce and those honey mustard. but I have to figure out which one is which. Yeah, this smells absolutely the same. All right, so I haven't tasted it yet, so I have absolutely no idea what would it be. And well, when I was speaking to one Polish guy about purchasing this stuff on last Friday, and it was not delivered till well, it was not last Friday, it was the Friday before the last Friday, so 2 weeks ago already, and it was not delivered for the whole week. And I was asking the seller, so what's going up with those years when I would be able to try this delicious Lithuanian stuff. Yeah, and when I was speaking to the Polish guy, he said that, what smoked ears, smoked pig ears? We're just giving this to our dogs. We're not eating them. But no, there are still some hair on it. Come on, just focus. All right, so let's just try marinate it in soy sauce. Well, it's not that bad, actually. It's kind of when you're what was that? When you are eating pig fat, huge theme for Ukrainians, and you're having those piece of skin that is connected to those lard, basically, to those fat. If you're those kind of lazy guy like I am, and you don't want to get up and just dispose those, you're just eating those piece of skin, basically this is the same stuff. So let's try it with some mustard. Okay, so honey mustard is not a good match for this. It just wastes the taste. You're just having, instead of having some taste, you're just having a really bad composition. Those Sarepska mustard, which should be hot, doing pretty nothing to the taste, I'd say. So the last chance for the horseradish. And come on, just do something. Yeah, horseradish is a good match for this, I'd say, because with the horseradish there is a tiny itty bitty possibility that you are memorizing yourself of golonka, which is basically a pork knee. At least you are having a smell of it. Yeah, and we have to taste the second one. All right, so it's the time for the second bowl. It was confirmed that the first one I was trying, it was marinated with those honey mustard, and it's basically Tanya's favorite. She was really happy about those changed taste. Compared to this one, I would be just trying at this moment. So these fellas are just in the soy sauce, so nothing else was used for the marinade. And all right, here goes nothing. Yeah, basically, you're just eating the skin from pork feet instead of having normal pork feet. Pork pig, delicious taste. You're getting the worst part of it concentrated in only one snack. Okay, so once again, dipping it into the honey mustard makes absolutely no improvement. let's see how it would work with kinda hot mustard. Yeah, kinda hot mustard is improving the taste a little bit, just a really tiny amount of. And the worst thing I forgot, I was able to prepare normal proper mustard for this. We were having those mustard powder, which is used for ointments, but you could dissolve it in water and prepare yourself a normal mustard, which would punch you in the face in your nose, like a proper mustard should do. You know, like when you're just eating wasabi, just only wasabi without any sushi or whatever, you're having those punch in the nose. If you haven't, you should try to just do a bigger chunk of those wasabi. And those punch in the nose is something that should be done by proper mustard. All right, so horseradish. Yeah, it's kind of trying to add its fumes to your nose. It's like not a punchy, but like you know, those tiny fists trying to reach out to your nose. Okay, so these guys, I've got nothing to say about it. It's just some kind of weird snack for a beer. Tanya said that it might be a good choice. I can see this being a good choice for the beer. I would just rather pick up normal pig fat with those skin if I would be those kind of if I would be looking in those kind of way for a snack for a beer. But definitely it is much more healthier than it's much healthier than those stupid chips. and there is a bonus section. I found some Swanina vedzona, which is smoked pig fat. And last time I've tasted it, maybe I was at school yet. Yeah, it was like zeros somewhere there. And once again, over here, as you could see, no skin, only fat, smoked. At least it has a proper smell to the smoked fat. And usually, it is being served on a Ukrainian grey bread, not even grey, but black. But as I remember, it is being classified as grey, with some onions or garlic. But my choice is onion for this. And let's see if Pauls could be doing a good smoked lard pig fat. Right, just normal, not non-smoked pig fat is not very good taste in Poland. Even when Tanya is trying to just to chop it and grind it with salt and with garlic, it tastes a little bit different. Those kind of little bit that makes it non-taste for me, for example. It's not tasting for me that well as Ukrainian does. Well, this color is not bad. A little bit undersmoked, I'd say. From my memory, it was smoked to much greater level, so the fat itself was more, yeah, it was darker, 100%. It is way too white. But overall, it's not bad. It's not bad. You could try it with the horseradish as well. Yep, come on here. And the great thing during this winter days that this is a really healthy food. You're having a really good sparch. Crap, I forgot this word in English. I forgot this in Russian as well. Come on. Sparch, you're having a really good, not protection, but a really good support. Yeah, you're having a really good support for your guts, for your bacteria in your guts with this lard, basically. And onions are really good for protecting you from different viruses and all those stuff that is happening during winter period. Yeah, basically with horseradish it is really good as well. It's really nice. Let's try with some mustard. Some kind of hot one. Looking at this amount I'm just putting, you could definitely say it's not hot. It's kind of piquant. Yeah, this is much better for your snack for a beer compared to those smoked airs. Because those one is really a joke. Oh yeah. Basically, I would expect something like this ear, like this skin, with some part of those lard, and then yeah, then you would receive a normal Ukrainian pig fat, um, pig fat set for yourself. Oh yeah, this is definitely a taste from from my other childhood. What is missing? Some salt, maybe. Some salt is missing. Just to deep onions in salt would be really good. But yeah, so it looks like we will be switching to some Polish food during the nearest period of time. And just guys, comment. Would you like those kind of stuff more expanded, or you would like to have more toppings returned? Because I found some German toppings sold over here. Finally.